There is a new movement on TikTok that is exposing the Dawa Bros and is exposing Islam. And this new movement, it is crazy, y'all. It is crazy. But before we get started, make sure you hit that like button so this video can go out into the algorithm to people just like you, and it can help this channel grow. So there's this new movement, and we are going to take it over to the live scene so y'all can see exactly what it is. If y'all haven't caught it on my live, we are going to go over it. It is called the Pink Cherry Islam movement, and it is going all over TikTok. It is everywhere. If y'all don't know, this is Aya Voice, the one who have a lot to say about the Dower Bros. And she making this video basically trolling them and stuff. And they say in Pink Cherry Islam, we know that Allah will be punishing oppressor, abusers, and PDFs in the hereafter, and not burning the girly pops for their nails, eyebrows, and tattoos. This is funny, bro. This is funny. So when you look up the word, it's crazy. So when you can look it up, Pink Cherry Islam on TikTok, and it's all over the place. You see all this stuff, right? And basically, let's see. So let's see what this girl had to say.
Important distinction we need to make with this new I think there's a really important distinction we need to make with this new pink cherry Islam epidemic. There's absolutely nothing wrong with women supporting women, having standards, or talking about ways where men have hurt you. But when you start taking modern gender ideology and putting Islamic language around it, and then presenting your personal interpretation of hadiths and Quran and Islam, that's where I have a problem with it. You can't just pick the parts of Islam that validate your worldview and ignore everything that doesn't. Islam isn't supposed to conform to us, we're supposed to conform ourselves to Islam. And that applies to women just as much as it applies to men.
So that is one, and basically, if y'all know, like in Islam, the women don't have freedom at all. They don't. They don't have no freedom. Aya Voice, as you notice, she don't cover her face completely. She do wear a hijab, but she don't cover her face completely. And she's like part of this new thing, right? And so here's another one. And beware of language right here. She used one big language. That is not like she just used one language. It's not like super crazy, but if you were the type that don't like language, she used one word. But this is crazy.
Pink Islam, where the men have to cover their hair, or they go to pink hell, and women get 72 husbands in heaven. Why the fuck would I want 72 husbands in heaven? But it's crazy because the men are so mad when that's what y'all do to us. Let it sink in. Pink is.
So she's saying like, y'all say that we can't do this, but yet y'all can. And so now they reversing everything, and they saying, well, men got to wear pink hijabs. And women get to have 72 husbands. 72 husbands, that is crazy. But she's basically saying like, now y'all see how I feel. Y'all see how I feel. Y'all see how it feel, right? Um, and so this guy right here, he's like going crazy.
All Muslims, there's a new religion called Pink Islam. What is this? This has been trending all over TikTok where people are joining this religion called Pink Islam. What's crazy is that astaghfirullah, their God is called Allah-i-Ana. What is this?
Allah-i-Ana. 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 I said in my live, it remind me of this old secular song. Bust it down, Tatiana is bust it down, Allah-i-Ana. Allah-i-Ana. Oh man.
On top of that, they have rules that men have to wear pink hijabs and women can marry 4 husbands. Of course, this has to be a joke, but there is a small amount of people that are taking this seriously. What are we doing? However, people don't realize joking about things like this is kufr and can remove you from Islam. We are not ready for Dajjal. May Allah guide us all. All Muslims, there's a...
They're crashing out over this, man. They are crashing out over this. Let's see. Ooh, this is funny. A guy did a skit.
Hey, what kind of Muslim are you? I'm a Sunni. What about you? I'm a pink Muslim. What's that? Hey, what kind of Muslim are you?
So that was like in 2021, man. That's crazy. That was made in 2021, and it was like already in the works, I guess. So then there's this other video. Let me see. Can I find it? I'm gonna have to go to this tab right here. I seen the video. It was on my live that I did, and this is funny. This one right here.
Pink Islam. I don't know if y'all seen recently, but there's been this new trend going around. It's basically a new religion that's been going around. And pretty much it's called Pink Islam. If you search it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. And Pink Islam, from the very little research I did, is basically like normal Islam, except it's for feminists. Like, it's a more feminine Islam. Like, the stuff they do in Pink Islam is just so stupid. Like, instead of praying to Allah, they pray to Allahina, which is like this made up god, which is like a female god. The rules just get even more stupider. Men have to wear pink hijabs. Yes, you heard that right. Men have to wear pink hijabs. If the men do not wear a pink headscarf, they get put in pink hell. Bro, what? Women can marry up to 4 men, but men can only marry 1 woman from the Pink Islam religion. Before y'all say, oh, double standards, gang, you barely see any Muslim dudes marrying more than 1 person. Like, it is not common at all. Like, it is almost non-existent. The
Are you
prophet
sure
of
about
Pink
that?
Islam is not even called Muhammad. Her name is Muhammadina. Apparently, if you're a strong believer of Pink Islam, you go to Pink Heaven and you get 72 angels that are like very pink is.
You know what's so crazy? We just seen where Malik was saying how Cora be switching boyfriends a lot. And she's part of Pink Islam now? She's part of it. I mean, it is insane. The females in Islam are exposing the men. There was like, I show y'all on one of my other lives. They was going off on the men. You got to catch these lives. They usually late at night because I guess they on the West Coast, and so they try to like you do it when the Christians not on, but the Christians like we be on and we be seeing this, and you know we post it. We be seeing these debates late at night, so they can't hide it when you're on TikTok. Like when you're on TikTok, you can't hide it, bro. You just can't hide it. So I thought this was hilarious. So this girl made this video.
So this Muslim woman has been popping up a lot on my timeline recently, and I would love to just give her props to her, because I feel like for her to come out in such an oppressed faith, in such an oppressive community, and be so bold in her truth, I think is extremely resilient. I highly respect the new pathways on which she is setting for Muslims in general and for the Western civilization and their trajectory in terms of faith. She is one of the minority. She is one of a very minuscule amount of Muslims who are able to actually put their hands up and say, do you know what? There are many things within the book, that book, or even within the hadiths that I do not agree with. As we know, Aya, she said that she does not agree with the hadiths, and she does not believe in those books, for she does not believe it to be direct or even indirect revelation from Allah. However, what I highly respect about this woman is that she is able to stand her ground despite the dangers that she is facing, because she is actually putting her life at risk mentioning these things online, in case you guys didn't know. Everything that she is doing she will be ridiculed for within her community. As she said, she does not believe in the Shia sect/division of Islam. However, the Shia sect does in fact take up 90 to 95% of the majority of Muslims worldwide. Within the Quran, the entirety of the Quran and the Hadith is a danger to society. So I do pray that she continues to gain wisdom, that she continues to look into the Quran also and actually realize just how demonic it truly is, because she's done it with the Hadith. Well done to her for that. I just pray for her wisdom. I pray for her, to actually develop a relationship, for her to be enlightened to who the true living God is and who his son is, okay? And that's Yahweh and Yeshua. And the very last thing that I'll say is that this is showing the true colors of the Muslim community. The way I've seen Muslim men publicly speaking about this woman is absolutely vile. Absolutely vile, and all it's going to do is turn her father away, as well as the other Muslim women and even men, because they're going to realize, wait a second, what is actually driving our people? What is actually keeping our people pure? Because the most purest thing you could do is love somebody, especially love somebody who you believe does not deserve to be loved. That is humility. And this is exactly what the Bible teaches. The Bible teaches us to turn the other cheek. The Bible teaches us that if somebody does not want to receive our words, then to just leave them peacefully and walk away. Islam, however, if we look into the Quran, I'm not going to give you the specific verse. However, you're very welcome to look through my prior videos and see exactly what I'm referring to. And this is why we see such calamity and violence and depravity come from Islam. There is no goodness that comes from Islam, like I said, apart from Saudi Arabia, Dubai. Where else do we see it? So this Muslim woman has been popping up a...
So here's the thing. Women rights and freedom is not in Islam. There's no freedom in Islam. They have to cover themselves. They have to do a lot of crazy things, bro. And I have been kind of trending toward this topic more because I didn't realize, like, bro, it's messed up. So we'll go to my intermission right quick. And I'm gonna just see, can I find? I had one on Twitter, but but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, I'm gonna mute this. The fact that they have to swim like this is insane. So, as you can see, there's a Muslim girl in the pool, and she have to wear that hot hijab in the pool. I mean, how is that comfortable? How is that comfortable at all? I know we as Christian, like, there's women, they do cover up. They dress moderate when they go swimming and stuff. Even the men. But to wear a whole hijab in the pool is insane. And it get worse than this, y'all. It gets worse. So this is crazy. This is crazy. Look at this. Let me make sure. I hopefully got no sound on it. No. Like, what? Like, really? They can't even go in a jacuzzi. I mean, you're not gonna. Why? Why? We have swimsuits for that. As Christians, we have swimsuits. If you want to get in jacuzzi with a swimsuit, you can, or you could get in with some type of, t-shirt or, shorts. But I don't even think they can wear shorts. But why put yourself through this? That is dangerous. She could suffocate. That is so dangerous. And I was just thinking, like, going into a swimming pool with something like this, what if this thing, like, cover your face and you have jumped in a 10 feet pool and now you're swimming, you're trying to make it to the top, the thing is covering your face and you think you're going to the top, but actually you're going deeper. That's dangerous, bro. That is dangerous. Crazy stuff. Um, that's insane. That's that is insane. But they have to swim around like that. They have to cover their face. Um, they will look like ninjas from Fruit Ninja in the swimming pool, swimming. There's no freedom. And the man get to walk around how he want to walk around, but the women can't. It's insane. It's there. It's just insane. So let's go to this verse. It just reminded me of a verse. Let's go to this verse right here. Um, Ephesians 5, 25. Let's go here. And y'all pretty much know this verse. Husbands, love your wives just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. So in Christianity, it say to love the wife just like Christ loved the church. In the Quran and stuff, there is different. The man have more he can do stuff. He can do stuff, multiple wives, whatever. Just a lot of crazy stuff, right? I was trying to find the verse of that as well. It's like I come up with these things as I'm making these videos, and it's like, man, I wish I would have had this up before I actually went to it. But we'll just look it up, right? We'll just look it up. So, let's see. There was actually because like thing is in Christianity, man can do that, but it say Islam permits a Muslim man to have up to 4 wives at a time, a practice known as polygamy. However, this permission comes with a strict religious requirement that he must treat all wives with absolute fairness and justice in financial support, housing, time. If a man fears he cannot maintain this equality, he is commanded to marry only one. So it say the Quran note that complete emotional equality, impartial love between wives is particularly impossible, stating you will never be able to do justice between wives, even if you're at ardent desire. So it's saying it prefer you to have only one, but you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to. So the Sunni and the Shia Islamic marital jurisprudence allow Muslim men to marry to multiple women up to 4 wives at a time under Islamic law. So you can do this. You can do this. And even Ayah, that's what they was talking about. But not in Christianity. You're only supposed to submit to only one and love her like Christ loved the church. So why are people are going to that religion? Why are females are going to that religion, knowing that they are going to not get treated right? There's no freedom. And so this pink Islam thing is they're trying to change stuff. They're trying to change stuff. At this point, just come to Christ. You don't have to, because the thing is, we believe in one God. We believe in one God over here in Christianity, right? Learn the Trinity, understand it, and see that your life will be better through Jesus Christ, not through Allah, not through Muhammad. Christianity is the religion of peace, not Islam. So with that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. This was crazy. Just crazy, crazy stuff that we are seeing every day in Islam. This is a channel where we review things, we give our thoughts, we watch debates, we teach, we learn, even do skits. We do it all over here. So if you enjoy that type of content, make sure you subscribe. And with that being said, man, I am out.